Smells like art supplies to me.
Do you know what this artist needs? More art supplies.
Yeah, just clear these off here. As I was saying, if there is anything any artists, this is really messy. If there is anything any artist ever really needed, it was more art supplies. This arrived today, and I'm very excited to open it here right now. That's right. I went and got it. I got the JAZZA'S Pro Artist Series. Spectrum Noir Illustrators Collection, or Illustrator Collection, should I say. And I am looking forward to this. This box is just so... smells like art supplies to me. Yes, I got this. I probably have got plenty of art supplies, but thank you. I know it's just getting sidetracked. Ooh, nice! I get some discounts off other markers. That's cool. And the almighty beard. I use Spectrum Noir, and so I know that they are good quality budget. Not necessarily budget, but they're not like Copic level expense for making art. And I know that I will absolutely love this kit. So in today's video, we are going to be delving into this kit and unveiling this content inside. I already know what the content is inside, hence why I bought it. But this is what we've been looking for. I'm just savouring the moment as it stands at the moment. Savouring the moment as it stands at the moment. Yeah, that's perfectly good English. And I am really, really excited. I just need to try and get it out of the box. Oh, there we go. First things first is the Spectrum Noir dual brush tip markers with storage. These are amazing. Now, these are what was called the sneak attack markers that I'm gonna have to put this here, that Jazza had sent to him once a few years back when he was doing his first ever box. And now I can't get this open. Oh, that's because there's stuff there. This is probably going to be one of the best sets I'll ever get. This exclusive limited edition set includes 24 colours hand-picked by Jazza with 2 modular storage trays to start your new marker collection. These colours are hand-picked to give you the best variety and depth of colour. Illustrator alcohol markers combine a super fine tip with a flexible yet precise Japanese-made brush for an incredibly smooth, premium, artistic feel with controlled curves, expressive flicks, and flawless laydown of colour. Here they are, the markers in their own little storage trays. This is amazing. And look at that brush tip. I can't wait to get started with these. I actually have all of these, like a load of these sort of markers. However, not the new brush tip that Jazza suggested that they develop, because when he got the sneak attack markers, he felt that the brush tip nibs weren't as effective as they could be. They kind of, and then Spectrum Noir listened to Jazza and developed the nibs to be even better. And these can stack really nicely like this, and you can get more of these as well. So this actual set of markers, considering it's got the custom packaging right there, as well as the stand and everything, probably actually are near enough the value of the box already. So the sheer fact that I'm getting all of this for the price that I paid, plus everything else that's in this box, because that was just the first layer, is pretty darn amazing. In fact, actually, my sketchbook, my pencil case can move away, and they can go there. I'm gonna have to really have a look and see how we go about organizing this area. But then we come to JAZZA'S colouring sheets. These are drawings that he's done, and these have been printed on the special blending card for these markers. And that is what I'm going to do in this video. I'm actually going to delve into one of these and give them a bit of a run around and go. So these can go here for now. And then we've got some blank blending card, which is, again, really nice. So it means you can do your own sort of creations. I'm going to pop them on top of there. And then we come to just the little extra bits. So the pencils, which are a 2B and a HB pencil. I'm not sure how much of these I'm going to use, because I do prefer using my own style of pencils, so I'll probably keep them in there for now, keeping in tone with the marker stuff. We've got these art liners, again with JAZZA'S face on them, and just try and open these and we can see what we've got. So these come in various different sizes. Again, I'm going to need to test them, but Jazz has been doing lots of research on these, and a lot of his videos, looking back now, have been based probably on the research of these, like trying them out, putting them through their paces and that sort of stuff. And this is the one that Jazz has really been interested in, and it's the brush nib marker with the brush nib pen, which is just lovely art liner there. So yes, we will pop these back from whence they came for now, and then continue on. They can go there to the final thing, which are basically like a companion to, I'm just checking to make sure there definitely is nothing else in there, yes, which are a companion to the actual markers and the colour blend artist pencils. So these are, again, colours picked to go well with these the marker colours. And if I can open them without damaging anything, oh, of course, they are. And here they are. So these are all hand-picked by Jazza colour-wise for that. Obviously, he would have picked the colours, and then the packers would have done all the picking of the colours and everything for this. But here they are, and they just look really, really nice. So the idea of this kit is that you essentially have everything you need to be a pro artist. And I'm really happy to add these to my existing collections, and I can't wait to delve into this and give it a go. And I hope you will enjoy this too. To kick things off, I needed to select which image I was going to actually colour in. And there's a lot of great images here, a lot of sort of Jazza iconic images as well. I selected 5 and then went and chose this particular one, which I really liked. I didn't want anything too detailed. I just wanted something that was a bit easier for me to get to grips with, so I could get to grips with the markers and work on it. So I chose this image of this crying elf type fairy fallen angel character thing, and I really enjoyed doing this particular one. And I kind of just decided to swatch out some of the colours as well, just to see what I've got. We do get this nice little card thing with all of the colours. Well, I say card, I actually cut it out from the packaging, and then I started to colour. So I wanted to go with
a different sort of coloured arm. Well, not different coloured arm, but different coloured skin to normal skin tones. And I chose this sort of purpley colour, and I actually really like that. So this is a sort of dark elf type character with the wings and the ears and things. And I really enjoyed doing this. And the pens just went down like the best sort of thing, and I just took my time. I went about and covered all of the area with this softer tone first, and I believe that the colour is hydrangea, and I just went out, used this as the base tone for the colour, and I was really happy with the overall result of that. I also did the wings as well, and yeah, I got there and I did that. I then moved on to doing the bands of colour around the bands that go around the body, which is a sort of foliagey type thing, a sort of vines and stuff. And I just went with a very simple green colour on there, and I really wanted more of the skin and the stuff to stand out, so I kind of didn't go into too much detail when I came to shading this in, and I just really enjoyed doing this particular piece. I then, basically, to start off with this entire thing, I actually decided to just do all of the base colours first before going into doing any additional shading and stuff. I just wanted to get the base colours down so I knew what I was working with. And for the cloth, I chose this brownie colour to go with that, and I decided to give a bit of a flare of orange hair, and just to add a bit of dynamic, bright, vivid colour, and the rest of it was a bit more sort of muted, so I just thought it would draw the eyes to the actual face a bit more there. I then used this cardinal red for the leaves, and I went for a sort of autumny leaf type colour there, since we already had the green of the vines. I kind of wanted for the coverage of the fairy, or it's probably a fairy actually, fairy's breasts, to be a different colour to that. So I then went over the actual cloth and turned that into again with that colour there. I then moved on to the wings, and now the wings in this are my favourite part. I think I managed to get a really good effect here, and I kind of wanted to do it almost as if this fairy creature was turning into stone as we saw it, and it kind of started off with the wings. So originally what I was going to do was make it so, imagine that the fairy's actual membranes of the wings, I think that's what they would be called, was the sort of hydrangea colour that I used initially for the base of the skin, and just would have left it like that if it wasn't unfortunate that this fairy was turning into some sort of stone tattered creature thing. And that is what I did with that. I finished up with this and then continued on to that. I then added a little bit of red to the creature. I then started applying the shading to this. Now, I think I could have done a better job with the shading. However, I think overall I did a good job with this, and I'm really happy with the result. I went over it sort of initially and blended it in back again with the hydrangea. This was a purple colour, blending in with hydrangea, and then I went over the top of it just to add a bit more depth to it, because once you went back and added the lighter colour back on top, it kind of washed out the dark, deeper purple colours. And then I just did the same thing across the entire body for that. And yeah, I'm just really happy with the result there, to get what I got and achieved. I think in this year I want to kind of learn a bit more about shading and stuff, and just really figure out like the planes of the face and that sort of stuff, and where shading would go, more about lighting and stuff. I have got some books on that, and I think I'm going to read through them as well as all the reading I've got to do for my university. But I think moving on with this piece, I think for a first piece, it is actually a really good start to the year. I actually did do this on New Year's Day just because, you know, just do something and get it done. And I'm, as I say, really happy with this. Here, the wings are coming to fruition, and I managed to do that sort of blending. So around the edges where a lot more of the tatteredness were, I kind of left that in the grey colour. And I think this really blended it in quite well and made it look as though certain parts of the wing were actually more disintegrated, and I added the sort of darker grey around the edges there just to kind of do that, and then blended again that in with the lighter grey colour. And I just think it really makes it stand out and pop a little bit, and I kind of like added little flecks here and there of the darker grey as well, as if it was actual stone at this point of the disintegration. Don't worry, that little bit of white on the back of the right wing, I do get to that at some point. I do realise that I've not done that yet. So there, and then I just add a bit of shading, just simple shading to the green of the ivy, I want to say it is, maybe, or vine. I'm just going to say good vines. And then I added a bit of the cardinal red to add some shading to the orange hair. I didn't want to go into too much detail on that because I think the colour speaks for itself really there, and the really great line work. I then moved on to the coloured pencils. I'm going to need to probably take a bit more time to really investigate them. I did try using the different colours initially, but then I kind of just went on to a bit of the black, which is something that I always tend to default to for shading, which is probably not the best thing to do, but I just added a bit more definition to them for the details of the skin, for example. I just kind of added light touches to it so it looks a little bit more as if it is got some like definition and stuff to it. Overall, I am really happy with this piece. This is also my first video of 2022, so I hope that you enjoyed it. I posted on my Twitter the other day my subscriber count over the past few years of running this channel, and I have been seeing it grow, and I'm really happy with that. It's been slow and steady, and I haven't been as consistent as I would have liked to have been. Life and stuff like that happens. But if you did enjoy this video, please hit that like button, as well as subscribing, and also the bell notification to be notified as to when I post videos. Also, leave a comment in the description below. Tell me what you think of this piece. I really enjoyed doing it. And also, did you get the JAZZA'S RT art box? Because I really enjoyed this, and I think it's one of the best boxes that he has done, just in terms of the value and what you get in the box. They're good quality pieces, and I just hope you enjoyed. So what I'll say is, until next time, I'll see you later.